Hello, Year 2. I hope you've had a brilliant day. And now it's time to settle back and listen to the next chapter of Guinea Pig Superstar. And do you remember what happened at the end of last week? That Harry Stevenson was in class and had just been told that they were about to start a maths lesson and he's a little bit worried. So let's see what happens. This is chapter 6. Learn your sums, Harry Stevenson. Harry Stevenson still had no idea what maths actually was, but from the sighs and moans coming from the class, his worst fears were confirmed. Maths had to be something really nasty. So Harry was surprised when Miss Gibby asked Billy if he and Harry could help with the lesson. And even more so when Billy said yes. "Put Harry down here, Billy," said Miss Gibby, pointing to her desk. "What's going on?" thought Harry as Billy carried him to the front of the class. "When will the maths start?" Now he was sitting on Miss Gibby's desk. Harry could see all the children's faces. Everyone was gazing at him happily, but instead of looking back, Harry's eyes were drawn to the corner where Flash's box had been placed. Do you remember Flash is a snake? Harry shuddered as he thought of the snake inside. Luckily, his attention was diverted by a rustling noise. Miss Gibby was rummaging in a shopping bag. Harry couldn't help making a very loud "wheek." The rustling of plastic meant only one thing to this guinea pig: food. And Harry was right. To his delight, he could see Miss Gibby open up a bag of mini carrots. He popcorned with happiness. Those carrots looked tasty. The class giggled. "These were for my lunch," said Miss Gibby, "but the dinner ladies have made my favourite pie. I think I'll use them for our maths lesson instead." Harry was puzzled. What did carrots have to do with maths? Miss Gibby placed some of the carrots beside him before turning away to write on the board. "So," she said, as she wrote out a sum. "If Harry has 3 carrots and I give him 4 more, how many carrots does Harry have?" Would you be able to give Miss Gibby the right answer? It seemed that no one in 3G could. Harry looked at the sea of hands in the air. All the children were desperate to answer, but everyone got it wrong. Miss Gibby sounded crosser and crosser. "6, called a voice from the back. "Good try, Daniel, but that's not quite right." "5, cried another voice. "Now come on, class, I know you know the answer." 4.5. "Jemima, we're not doing fractions this term." 4. Miss Gibby got more and more worked up as the children kept calling out the wrong number, getting lower each time. 3.5, then 3, then 2. A few of the children were trying not to laugh, which made poor Miss Gibby even more flustered. Meanwhile, Billy was hopping up and down beside her, going pink in the face, trying to attract her attention without interrupting too much. Miss Gibby ignored him and kept her focus on the class. "Let everyone else have a chance, Billy," she said. Do you think you can work out what's going on? Shiver my whiskers, maths is hard, thought Harry. No wonder Billy got so worked up about his homework. Finally, Billy looked as if he was about to burst. He yelled out, "Miss Gibby, Miss Gibby, Miss Gibby." Miss Gibby turned round in surprise. Billy pointed to her desk and she followed his gaze to where Harry sat. "Oops," thought Harry, looking up guiltily as the classroom went quiet. It wasn't entirely silent, though. There was one small noise to be heard, a chomping, chewing, lip-smacking sort of noise. It was the sound of a guinea pig hurriedly scoffing the last remaining carrot. You see, Harry had been doing his own version of maths, subtraction. Miss Gibby clapped her hand to her head and gave a very deep sigh. It was all too much for the children. The giggles they'd managed to hold back as Harry wolfed down the carrots started to bubble out. First someone snorted, then someone else sniggered. The pupil next to them chortled, and soon the whole class was roaring with laughter. Love all the different words for laughing in that paragraph. As he brushed the last delicious orange morsels from his fur, Harry heard Miss Gibby mutter, "Could this day get any worse?" Oh dear. Apparently it could. For peering in through the glass window of the classroom door, and looking mightily suspicious as she did so, was Mrs. Edwards, the head teacher, with her very important guests. Mrs. Edwards opened the door and came in. "Miss Gibby, are you quite all right?" she demanded. "Your classroom seems awfully noisy today." "All fine here," said Miss Gibby hurriedly, standing in front of Harry in an attempt to keep him hidden. We're just doing a little drama." "Drama?" snapped Miss Edwards. "I thought you were doing maths." "Zoology and drama too," said Miss Finch, the reporter. "You certainly have a unique approach, Miss Gibby," and she scribbled furiously in her notebook. Mrs. Edwards looked cross. "I don't think the head likes zoology or drama, whatever they are," mused Harry. Harry thought that Miss Gibby seemed very relieved when the head and her guests left the classroom. She slumped in her chair and patted down her hair. By now it was looking very messy. It reminded Harry of a pile of hay, which made him feel hungry all over again. "Break time," called Miss Gibby weakly. "Everyone go and have a run round. And Billy and Fergus, do make sure your pets are safe and secure, please." Safe and secure sounds good to me, thought Harry Stevenson once he was back in his carrier. He gave Flash's box his sternest stare. Luckily, it had been moved to the far side of the classroom, otherwise Harry would not have felt quite so brave. "I'll keep an eye on things and sound the alarm if there are any problems," vowed Harry, still hoping for a sticker or a merit award. He settled down into the hay and prepared for lookout duty. My whiskers, maths tasted good, he thought with a yawn. Those little carrots were exceptionally tasty. Harry yawned again. He always felt dozy after eating, and maths had turned into a hefty snack. Soon Harry nodded off. It was tiring stuff, this school business. Wonder what's going to happen next. Let's wait till tomorrow to find out. See you then. Bye, Year 2.